Spring cleaning can sound like a big undertaking, but it can be highly worth it. You may find stuff you can sell, and you might even be surprised with how fresh and clean the space feels after. So where do you start? Well, you can use this systematic approach we developed to help you conquer the clutter effectively and efficiently for both the interior and exterior of your home. Begin by deep cleaning the oven and fridge. To start, mix equal parts baking soda and salt with enough vinegar to create a spreadable paste. Add a few squeezes of lemon and voila, you're ready to scrub away the grease and grunge with the aid of a wire wool, a toothbrush, a sponge, and a metal scraper. Baking soda is alkaline and doesn't scratch, so it's also suitable for cleaning chrome. Your stovetop and the exterior of your fridge are excellent targets, so remove your burners from the stove to clean any grit that has escaped from the cooked food, and make sure to give the entire surface a good scrub. Cleaning your refrigerator means first removing and reviewing its contents. Fridges are known for containing miscellaneous bottles, jars of condiments, and containers of leftover who knows what. Once you've sorted through the items, it's time to wipe down the shelves and replace everything you've decided to throw out. Next, tackle the freezer. Emptying it and reviewing its contents allows you to discard those cartons of ice cream that you're no longer gonna eat, or any other containers long past their usefulness. Also, be sure to empty your ice cube trays and wash them with soap and water before refilling. Once again, emptying the food cupboards is your first order of business. Review all the cans, jars, and packages and discard those that have expired. Even packaged goods have expiration dates, so check those too. Next, cast a critical eye over your herb and spice collection to see if the contents are still fresh and flavorful. The folks at McCormick, the herb and spice manufacturers, say dried herbs last for 1 to 3 years, and spices remain fresh for 2 to 4 years. Staples such as rice, pasta, and tea bags are also subject to loss of flavor. They taste best within 2 years of manufacture, so toss those out that are too old. And if you store anything in mason jars, make sure you label them with an expiry date. Also, this is a perfect time to think about organization. Consider your cooking habits and place items in the cupboard accordingly, with the rarely used items on higher shelves or at the back of the cupboards. Starting in the living room, we highly recommend using Marie Kondo's KonMari method. So how does this method work? Well, with books, you'd take every book off the shelf and then go through each one asking if it sparks joy, and if you'll ever read or reread it again. If the answer is no, you thank it for its service and you donate it. The same process applies to music and movies. The KonMari method can also be used for clothing and the bedroom closet, and it's usually one of the most daunting spaces. The goal should be to pare down to a foundation of timeless pieces that can be paired with anything in your closet. And while you're cleaning out your closet, you should create a series of go-to outfits that will eliminate the "what will I wear" from ever being asked again. When the conversation turns to spring cleaning, the subject is usually the interior of the home. You know, washing windows, cleaning drapes, and packing away winter clothes. However, it's not only your living room and kitchen that benefit from a cleanup in preparation for the warmer weather. The exterior needs some care too. Use pressure washing equipment with care, since extreme pressure can damage wood and soft materials. You can even add a detergent to the washer's reservoir to remove any resistant dirt, but be sure the product is made for use in a pressure washer. If there's mold on the exterior of the home, you can mix a solution of 1 part bleach with 4 parts water to spray on the surface. Leave it on there for 5 to 10 minutes before using the pressure washer to remove it. And be sure to cover any nearby plants with drop cloths and wear rubber gloves when working with bleach. Make sure to remove weeds that have settled into the cracks and grass that may be encroaching on the driveway. And when you're using the pressure washer, make sure to remove any dirt. Patch cracks and holes in the concrete with a concrete resurfacer. If you have an asphalt driveway, you may need a latex asphalt resurfacer to refresh your driveway. Check your roof to see if there are any torn or missing shingles that require repair or replacement. You can use roofing cement to patch any gaps, especially those around vulnerable areas such as your chimneys or plumbing vents. Do your washing when the windows are shaded from the sun. For this, use a 1-to-1 mixture of white vinegar and water for a sparkling finish. Then, dry your windows with newspaper rather than paper towels to avoid bits of paper clinging to the surface. If applicable, Apply deck cleaner and let it dry before washing the deck with a pressure washer or a scrub brush. Rinse it and let it dry. Then consider whether you need to actually apply a stain or sealer. Get your patio furniture ready for months of use. You may need to wash or clean away last season's accumulation of grime, along with the dust and cobwebs that may have accumulated during storage. If you have a front porch, its accessories and furniture will also need some cleaning to look their spring best. A degreasing detergent and a wire brush will take care of the grimy racks and inside the grill. And if your grill is gas, check the burners for rust and make sure the holes aren't clogged. If they are, a small piece of wire works wonders in cleaning them. If you have window screens to install, now's the time to check them for damage and to clean them. Consider dunking them in a child-sized pool filled with soapy water, and then lay them on a flat surface and clean them with a soft scrub brush before rinsing. If there are small tears, you can flatten the fibers and add a few coats of clear nail polish to repair them. Larger holes may need patches. One last thing to keep in mind, get the most comprehensive insurance available for your house and contents. And you can get an online home insurance quote in 5 minutes at squareoneinsurance.com. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for new weekly videos.